Yeah, so we're coming up to 10 a.m. UK time. And simple structure analysis. This is the pound yen 15-minute chart. But again, it doesn't matter which time frame really, because the same structure analysis applies to all. Let's just go through what I'm looking at. I mean, what are you guys seeing here? If you were to look at the chart, I mean, you've seen a move up, a slight retracement. Half the people are probably thinking that we're just going to push straight up from here because we stalled at this level here. Everybody's probably thinking that we're just going to break out and just, carry on and hit new highs. And then there's half of people that saw the move down, trying to hop on board to push it back down. Probably think it's going to come and test the lows and looking for an extension. So literally you've got half the people thinking it's going to go long, half the people think it's going to go short. Obviously, it happens all the time. That's how it works. Market wouldn't move otherwise, as it does. But let's just look at, I mean, what you're seeing here. We're seeing structure resistance here. Let's mark it out, in fact. It'd be a little easier. I apologise if the audio isn't the best for today. But as long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. I shall be working on that, try and sort that out. But, okay, let me change the colour of this box here. So we've got the resistance point there. Let's make it turquoise. I'll do. So we've got one there, stored, essentially a double top really. We came down, tested it again, same level. Didn't get as high, but we stalled. In fact, let's do this, set it as the default. Yes, just don't have to mess around with that all the time. And then we sort of sat sideways, couldn't test the low here, just literally went sideways, popped our head up again, came down to test this level from here to over here. And then again, another test, a third test. So we could say there's quite a strong resistance level here. And if we get a trend line, in fact, we can pop a horizontal line on there for now. We just pop that on there. Yeah. Yeah, support and resistance, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we've got the resistance level here. We could go way back, but we're not going to. So we're literally looking at, you're right, yeah. We're literally looking at resistance, broken out, coming down, looking for support. We've got a swing low point here and here. So we can actually mark those out. These are the important points if we're looking for the price to get back down to. These are sort of going to be our safe zones, our safe levels. So I have to change this. Sorry guys, I have to change that. I don't like it when it's all not straight. It has to be as perfect as it can be. Right, let's get into it. What am I looking at? Let me just see what I think. And the way my eyes see it is resistance, resistance, resistance. We've made ever so slightly, okay, equal lows there, there, and there. And then we make high lows and a higher low from this one to that one. So we've been moving up. Sorry, well, we bounce off of that level first, don't we? Sort of load up and then pop, break all the way out. So how do I break this down? What am I looking for? I know that I'm looking for this level. This is the opportunity level for me to buy here. I don't want to be buying up here. Forget my orders on there for a minute. We'll be there in a bit. But I want to be looking to buy here. So essentially I think that we will be going longer for this reason, that we broke out of this level. I'll be looking for a test. So I'm going to get my fibs on. I'm just going to go from the main level, swing high to swing low. And I'm going to take off. See, we've held at the 32 there, 38.2. I'm going to actually take that one off. And I am going to take off the 50% and leave the 618 on there. See, that 38.2, literally, price held that 38.2 level. To a lot of people, that was an important level, obviously. A lot of people buying off of that level, yeah? Yeah. But 618 I was interested in. And let's just take one here from here as well. This swing low to swing high, the most recent, the smaller move. No, not too into that. It's a bit too high for me. I want to be at that structure level. So I'm going to discard that, get rid of that one. I'm going to put fibs on again. I'm going to use this low here. Obviously I'm going to put the fib tool from here. Swing low to swing high, and again 38.2, holding. I'm going to use the 50% because it's the 50% there is actually on the horizontal line of structure, and I'll keep the 618 on there for a sec. So let's actually use those. Right, so we've got these levels here, 50%, 618 slightly lower. Looking good. What do we think? What do we think? Yeah? Yeah, zone. Zonal air. Yep, yep, we're looking at a zone. So we've basically got this area for now, haven't we? That we're looking at as a potential buying area. Now if I just pull the chart up a little bit, this was the main low where we came down, double bottomed and moved off, and then we just sat banging against this level here. So I'm actually going to use a fib from this main low as well. So I'm going to go swing low to swing high. What can we get there? What do we got? Let's have a look. 50%. 618. 618. Yep. Okay, I know what I'm going to use. What do you think we're going to use? Anyone see that? Yeah, 50 lining up with the 618. Perfect. 32.8. Sorry, 38.2 is a little bit too high, isn't it? 618, a little bit too far. We want the confluent area, don't we? So look at that. What can I take from this? It is a zone, that whole area, in fact, but I'm just going to try and narrow it down even more. And for that reason, I want to be looking at these here. And I'm actually going to use above there because that's that structure level. There, I'm going to get rid of this box now, if it'll allow me to. Let's change this colour. Let's go blue. Right, there we go. Okay, so now I've got this zone here. What I'm going to do is take off that 618, and I'm going to use this. Okay, so what I've done here is pretty simple really. I've used some fib retracements from 3 different points to get to see if price will move back down to the most importantly the structure level, the resistance that should now be turned to support. We've got confluence with the Fibonacci areas. Again, it's a zone. We have a swing low point down here, which is actually the round number of 130, 100 around here. So a little bit lower. So we do have to have that in mind, the round numbers. But the most important level again is this zone here. So all I've done to, in fact, I'm not going to do that. What else can we do? In fact, sorry, I missed that. What else can we do? Fibonacci extension. Absolutely. So we're going to take an inversion using the Fibonacci extensions, but we're going to invert it. So we're going to be using this swing low point here. Swing high point, swing low point. And we're going to see if we can get any confluence in this box with a Fibonacci extension. So, swing low to swing high, inverted. I'm going to take off the retracement levels there, and I'm going to add in a 127, a 141 it looks like. I'll put the 161 in there so we can have a look. 127 and 141 in that zone. 127 lining up pretty much exactly the same level as the 50% retracement level. I'm going to move this over here so we can see this because we can't really see it very well, can we? Line that there perfectly. 1414, 618 is a little bit too low, so I'm going to take that out. What do we think about that? 2 levels in there. So you can see how tightly the 127 extension from this inversion sits with the 50% retracement here. But you can also see how the 1414 extension from this inversion leg sits very close and nicely to the 50% retracement from one of the legs and the 618 from the other leg. So I'm looking at this as, I would favour this level more, I should say. Because not only that, if I was to put a horizontal level in here, just around here, what do you notice? What do you notice about that level to the higher level? Yes, we hit the tops, but look at this. 1, 2, right on it there. You can see. And that may well be tested at the same time. They may drop, price may drop a little bit further to test those as well. Plus you'd be getting a better risk to reward, etc. So I'd have my eye on that level a little bit more than the other level here. So let's zoom in a little bit and let's have a look at why I've got orders on there. So for those of you that saw it before I put it on, those of you that came in late didn't see it, let me show you. Okay, so we know this is the level I'm looking at to get long. But the reason I have entered here, basic structure stuff, you know. We moved down, moved up, we made a new low, and we've pushed back up. What's the next thing I'm going to say? What's the next thing that we look at? When we push up, what do we think about? What's the first thing we should be thinking about? Where did we push up to? Exactly. To previous structure. Look left, structure leaves clues. Say saying from Jason Stapleton. Jason Stapleton and Nikhil Stokes. My mentors, the guys that taught me how to trade properly. Taught me how to stop losing money. Absolutely. Yeah, so we look left, structure leaves clues, and it does. Look at that, how price just comes up and stalls at that level. Support, breaks through, comes up, tested as resistance. 1 candle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. We're on the 8th candle that's trying to test or trying to break through. It just doesn't want to at the moment. So what I've done is seen that level, mainly seen that it's structure. I put a fib on there, swing high to swing low. We came up, tapped the 618, tapped the 618, sucked back down, and we've just sat there. Because we've sat there with all of these candles, I've taken pretty aggressive trade, sat above the previous swing high. Ideally, it would be safer to put it above this level here. But I thought, you know, if I'm wrong, then I'm going to be wrong here. So I've put it there, a little bit more aggressive. And what I'm looking for is basically the move back down to where I wanted to get long. Because if I am right, and the market is going to retest this structure level that it was holding 3-4 times, so it's a pretty strong level, we broke out, at some point it always wants to test. I'll never forget that when I was not very happy actually. I was super frustrated before I took the training course that helped me out a lot. I'll never forget, I was trying to buy and sell and learn support and resistance, etc. And I just everything I was touching, buying, selling, I was just losing all the time. And I was just getting so tired of it. I sort of, you know, shut the laptop, walked out, blew off some steam, and came back, and it just hit me. I don't know why, it just hit me that support and resistance, a level always wants to be tested at some point again. And I always look for that. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen within the coming days or weeks, but at some point it does come back to test the level. I mean, it's something, go back and just do the structure analysis. At some point, a level that's broken gets tested. And that's what I look out for. So, you know, if I'm right, we're going to move back down here. Structure, stair step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we do, I'll be taking profits off here. And then looking for a reason to get long. Alright guys, so we're just back. Took a little break there as we were waiting for price action to make its move. It was a little bit slow moving today. If we were to move the chart over, and we were here, we were thinking that everything was, we're going to be concentrating here now on the current candles. So I'll just get this out of the way. I mean, you look at that, everything was okay. Then we move the candle, Still rejected the level and held there on the close. And then the next one, yes, it's a pin bar. It rejected, sucked back down, but at the time, you've got to remember that that was a full bar. That would have been a full blue bullish bar at one point up here. And then, you know, you can't forget, it's something to always note that the emotions there. Oh, great, okay. Is this one that's going to go against me? Was I wrong? You know, oh, you want to be right. You want to have a good trade. You want it to go your way. It feels good. But until you get those emotions in check, you know, you're getting a little bit panicky there and worried there. And then the next one comes and we move down and then we suck all the way back up. And even then you're thinking, oh great, we attempted to move down and then the bulls came in and sucked it back up. We're probably definitely on our way to the long side instead. Great. And then the next candle comes and, oh yeah, no, we're moving off. I was wrong on this trade. So there's going to be a lot of people there, a lot of newbies that are just closing out of positions, thinking that they're wrong. Not, you know, and you just can't forget, can't interfere and can't forget that we have not closed above these wick highs. We hadn't closed above there at all. Let me just put that there. So there was no close above there on the current candle. Still held it. So you've got to wait. You can't be getting panicky. Next candle. Okay, feeling a bit better. We still to the boat. And then poof. Feels great now. Lower low, lower close. Momentum bar. And then we've got the next one. And that's where current price is at the moment. So for those who got scared out of the trade, whoever they were, just too panicky. No rules, no system, no back testing, no results, no real clear idea of the strategy and price action. Need to do a little bit more work on a trade plan and reading the market. You know, it could have pushed up absolutely, but it didn't. I mean, it went our direction. As it stands now, who knows what will happen now? Likelihood is that we're probably going to stall around here for a little while, I would have thought. Why? Because that level and that level held pretty well, didn't they? Not saying that it's going to, but this level here and this level here held quite nicely. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bounce off of there. But I'm going to leave it, see what happens. Hey guys, we're back. Just looking at price action, and we've basically struggled to get past this level here. You can see that price stalled there for quite a while. We rejected that level 3 times, 4 times. And then finally, as we speak, on the current candle, that it's just broken. Oops, it's just broken and pushed all the way down. And now hasn't quite got there, almost, and it's sucked back up, and it's just messing around at the moment. So we're just going to see what it does. So we've got a minute left on this candle. All right, hi guys. So we're back. You can see there that I've closed out 53.3 pips up. Reason being, we came down, we kind of paused there, a little bit above structure. We came down. We tested. Can you see how we tested this level of the 618? Look how close that was to that level. 130, 114. I mean, look at that. The 50%, the 141, the 61.8, all those three together, confluence. I mean, if we just bring that down, pop that down to that level there, we can see. Look at it, how it respected that level. Look at that. Structure. What did we say? Let me bring this down just to show you there what we talked about. It being this level here. But yeah, a little bit of live trading for you. Simple analysis and how I used structure to trade down to the level that I actually wanted to enter in the market to. Alright, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please hit the like button, show me some support. It's free content. I'm putting it out there for you to learn something. I know when I was learning, I really appreciated when people put stuff out there that I could actually use. I could actually go into the market after and actually think about the reasons of why and how. So yeah, please just hit subscribe, hit like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next videos. Alright guys, take care. See you.